Hello, hi. Welcome to the Drive-thru podcast right here in the beautiful state of Florida, West Palm Beach, United States, Fanaga. And it'll tell you something. You are now chilling with the one and only King Nathi, in Jamatota, King of the nation, boss yedi boss, get blow my net da, unga happy. Stay tuned, it's about to get real. One first time, King Nathi, take it away, my brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, another epic episode number 4. You are chilling with King Nathi, baby. We are here making things happen in the United States of America. Another episode with a young man all the way from Venda, Limpopo. In South Africa. We're currently in America today. He decided to pull through today. My name is Kotem Mtaka Vela Sumakaz and Bisamanza Kona. So no chich mlango nywa vela nyandeni. Cheers la cause la mshinwali chalete. Martin, my brother, welcome to the Drive-thru podcast.
Good afternoon, everyone, and King Nathi, with his speech, a good speech, I should say. Thank you, man. Thank you for welcoming me. I'm Martin, by the way.
Yeah.
Martin. Whatever they call it, whatever you think it is, that's what I am.
So are you comfortable with people in America saying Martin instead of Martin?
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that because I feel like they're more used to that. So just let them be, as long as that they know this is the person.
Yeah.
They think he is. So that's what I'm kind of used to. I've heard people who say Martin back at home and then Martin over here. So like
it's okay.
Yeah, for me it's fine.
With me, I've tried to correct so many people. It's like I'm Nathi, but they call me Nathi.
Yeah. I
ended up being comfortable with it because, man, you cannot keep on correcting people each and every now. Anyway, it's different accents, different country, different culture, different language, different everything. You understand?
Exactly.
So as long as we are good with it, I'm also gonna call you Mari.
Yeah. And looking at the concept, we have like English for UK, we have English for US. Those kind of things, they kind of make a difference to each and everything that we go through over here and also back at home or at different other parts of continents. So it's fine with that.
Okay, perfect. I think we're on the same page. If you call Martin, it's up to you. He's okay with it. Yeah, so Martin, my brother, please take me through your childhood journey.
Okay, looking at my childhood journey, I'm a kid that grew up like in Limpopo, like in a village, So like I've always been that person that always like visited like Gauteng, like all the time during school and holidays. Like I've always been there, So like I was between those two provinces, like Limpopo and Gauteng.
Yeah.
So like looking at my childhood journey, like one person like I had a very free childhood journey, I was like I've been a free kid. I was never stressed out,
Yeah.
I've always like been well taken care of, and like
That's
I
nice.
come from a family like of 5 kids, so I'm the youngest one. So
How many are you?
it's 5.
Oh, 5.
5,
Okay, yeah.
so I'm the youngest one in the family. I have 2 brothers, I have 2 sisters, and then there's me, So my childhood like journey was very sweet, Yeah, as a kid, I did what a kid would do, any normal kid, So, so all the time when you kind of make mistake, obviously your parents will talk to you that don't do that again. But like I've never grew up in a situation like where they kind of put us in one room and say, this is how you should live your life, this is how things should be done. No, like from my observation, they just made sure that they become the examples of the kind of kids they want to have, So they lived a very good life. And then we also follow their lead, So that's how it was for me, And then until I grew up, like went to varsity and everything. So my challenges started when I was becoming like adult, I should say,
How old were you then?
like 19, 18, because like I started like going to university like when I was 17. That's when I started, So like I had like 2 challenges, in which like one of them is still my challenge so far. So like
I wonder what is that?
Yeah, like relationships, till the day we die.
Man,
Yeah.
Everyone have problems with relationships, bro.
So so like my challenge was like getting the right course, academically, looking at how I am, the kind of things I'm exposed to, what I would love to do in my life, like that was the challenge because like as I've been to 3 places, 3 institutions, 2 in South Africa, 1 outside of South Africa, in which both of them like were really great journeys, like, but the struggle in one of them, in some other places, you always find the lack of something, because like as I went to study, I was expecting to get more than what I knew. And then in one of the universities, I realized that the things that I'm being taught is something that I already know, So like I always had that challenge.
Yeah.
What am I doing
Exactly.
here? Finding myself at a point where sometimes like you have to rectify the lecture that okay, this is not how it's supposed to be done. But that was that.
When you always give corrections.
That was that.
I'm not surprised anyway by you telling me that because you really like to give corrections, Martin.
Because I feel that's the right way,
Yeah.
Be straight to the point, talk to people when they make mistakes. The same way that I would love to be told that you're doing it wrong. I would love to also show that okay, this is how it's supposed to be. But that's that, So my journey in my life has been smooth. Right now it's smooth, even though like I have like mistakes here and there. So
Like any other person would.
yes.
So tell me about your relationship. What
Relationship.
mistake I'm interested in that one because it seems like Nathi, each and everything for you was good. Your parents were prepared to have you and gave you whatever that you wanted, but you messed up when it comes to terms of a relationship.
Yeah, like relationships are relationships, I should say, Like I remember like one of the challenges that I had, like, okay, the kind of things that I got involved to, like it's trusting people, Trust me, don't trust anyone. Even though I'm saying don't trust anyone, but trust me with what I'm saying.
No, I don't trust you.
Yeah, like it's
I believe you.
Don't trust people. So like I remember this other time, I got involved in a relationship with this other lady. Like it was at a very young age. Like and my friend, in which he was really my friend. So he slept with someone that I was dating. So like for me, that's why like a friend.
How close you guys are you by then? You and your friend? Were you guys very close?
Yeah, like. So the thing that happened is that he slept with my lady. Yeah. So like, okay, fine. It is what it is. It's not his mistake. Yeah. Mm-hmm. His mistake. It's both of them were involved in the process. So what can I say? It's life. It happens. So yeah.
Yeah, no.
That was the challenge.
No, that was bad, man.
There are still some other challenges along that I went through in which, like, I believe that it's part of the process, it's part of the program, which is life itself.
Yeah.
So,
okay, man, I'm sorry about that, man.
Don't be sorry. That's how we live. We live and learn.
But it's okay, man. We all go through some shit, especially when it comes to relationship. But you know what? I like for the fact that you're no longer trusting anyone. I normally tell my partner that in this world, we don't trust, we believe. If she tells me that I didn't do it, I believe to what she tells me. You understand? But I don't trust. You understand? Because trusting, that's what breaks people. Trusting is what breaks marriage today. Trusting is what breaks all relationships because we put too much trust into something that you're not sure about. Just believe, man. Because when you believe, it's something that, okay, no, I believed him, you understand? But if it comes the other way around, then it's okay. Do you understand? But anyway, man, it's part of the journey. It's part of growing up.
It's part of the process.
So
it's part of it.
Yeah, so I'm happy that at the end of the day, you remember your mistakes that you did in life. And I'm so happy to hear an African child saying that everything was planned. You understand? Because you know about planters, right?
Yeah.
And then you know about a lot of South Africans that before they become themselves, they have to start at home, they have to fix whatever they part. Like even today, we're still sending money home. Yeah. Do you understand? So I'm happy that at least one of our Africans child at least is coming from a very good background. You understand? Even though once earlier you mentioned that your father gave you your life, He was never set you down in one room to say, Martin, this is how you should live. He gave you your whole platform. You mess up yourself, you fix it yourself, and maybe that is why today we are so genius. You understand? Okay, but moving forward, Martin, we are in America right now. What brought you here?
So, the reasons that I'm here, first of all, like, is to find myself in a diversified environment. An environment that deals with things differently from how we deal with them back at home. You know, it doesn't matter. It can be in terms of business, in terms of employment, in terms of life itself. You know, finding yourself with like people from different cultural background. You know, like having like different careers. Cause trust me, there are so many things that they have in developed countries that we don't have in our countries.
Yes.
You know, there are so many businesses that they have that we don't have in our country. So, you know, this is where my journey begins. You know, the end goal of it, or the outcome that I want to achieve at the end of the day, is something which is a very huge outcome, I should say, or I have a very big goal. You know, the reason to sacrifice a lot of stuff, to decide to move away from my family, you know, to leave my responsibilities, friends and everything, finding yourself in an environment where you don't own anything, you know, it's quite a very huge sacrifice, in which a lot of people feel like it's a luxury to come to a different country. It is not. It is a very big sacrifice.
Yeah.
Over here, you're gonna break down, you're gonna get drained, you're gonna miss your family, you're gonna miss the cuisine of an African, you know, you're gonna miss the environment in which, when you're going around the city, you'll always have your phone in your pocket. You just miss those crazy stuff about your place. It's a sacrifice. It's not a luxury, you know. So, but for me, like, I have very big things that I would really love to achieve. So it's not only about the money. It's also about like getting the right experience, connecting with the right people, you know, finding myself, putting my feet in different places, making mistakes, learning from them, you know, trying to get back, to get the knowledge that I have from here, take it back at home or wherever I'm gonna decide to settle at the end of the day. That's why.
Yeah. That's beautiful, man. So would you advise someone to come and join this program?
Yes, for me, I would advise people to join the program. You know, I don't have anything against the program. You know, like, for me, I feel like it's a very good program in which it gives you freedom to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know, some other people kind of discover themselves in the program.
Yeah.
Some kind of people lose themselves in the program, you know.
Yes,
So
yes, that's true,
it's
man.
it's
Yeah.
part of it, you know. So, like, there are certain people in which I've referred to certain people, you know, that, okay, this person wants to be on the program. Would you please try to connect him or her to be in the program? Because I believe that back from where we come from, we don't have enough employment. We don't have enough
Yes,
money to feed
yes.
our families. We're not getting the experience. We're not getting like diversified like things, you know. We're not learning more about other people's cultures. So like, it's a good program, you know. And it's also a good country at the
Yes.
same time. It's not as good as they say it is, but it is a good country.
Yeah, like any other country.
Exactly.
Exactly. So,
Mixed
okay.
blessings everywhere.
Yeah, okay. So now, coming from South Africa, and now you are in America, what are the things that you can compare between these two countries?
For me, like, I believe like it's America is very big,
Yeah.
you know. So like the last time I checked, if I'm not mistaken, they have like 55 states, in
Yeah.
which I would say like it's almost as big as Africa. You
Yeah.
know, I'm talking only about like America, you know, not South America, but America,
Yeah.
USA as it is.
Yeah.
You know, so like there are so many things in which I could say like they're the same, and some of them are different. You know, so okay, looking at the labor force over here, people in America, they have like way too much freedom, in which a lot of people don't love working.
Yeah.
You know, like there's so many jobs over here.
Yeah.
You know, so in which I would say like in my country we don't have a lot of these opportunities, you know, like, because in America you can find someone like working 2 jobs, you know, at the
in
same
South
time,
Africa, you
3
only
jobs,
work you only sign 1 contract.
you know, so like, yeah, so the lifestyle obviously like it's also different over here. So remember, this is Hollywood, they say, you know, this is where all the American stars or like global stars come to produce like great movies and everything, you know. So back in my country, we only have like a national platform in which some of the movies that we just produce and then they end up like being known by one province or one location. They don't even get broadcasted as much as they are done over here, you know. Different cuisine from back at home. Over here, like, it's diversified cultures, you know. You got Jamaicans, you got Asian, you got people, you got Latinos, you got like people from a lot of cultural backgrounds, you know, like in which some of the stuff that they even sell at the shops, we don't even have knowledge of it. You just get surprised, oh, this exists over here, you know. So like that's how it is. But like one thing is that like when it comes to infrastructure over here, things are getting managed in a very good way, even though there can be mistakes here and there, you know,
like any other country.
Yeah, you know, like, but things are in a good state over here, you know, like if there's an emergency, if there's an electric cut off, like most of the stuff, like they get fixed as fast as they can over here. Unlike back at home, let's say maybe you are living in a car seat in which the transformer gets stolen or it gets bent, like they take maybe like 3 to 6 months to fix it.
Yeah.
So like, there are so many differences, and some of the stuff are also the same as well.
Okay, that's beautiful, man. That's a very good response. Like, I was a bit worried when I was drafting that question, because most people are too sensitive when it comes to comparing 2 countries. We cannot keep on praising or maybe talking good about our country, whereas we know very well that our country is going to shit. Do you understand? So, since you came in America, like, is this your first time in America?
No, it is not.
This is your second time?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you get into America the first time, what are the challenges that you came across when it comes to culture, religion?
So like for me, I never had any challenges, because like, look, you have your phone with you, you know, so whatever you have in your mind that, okay, what is it that's gonna surprise me? Do your research, you know. You can't just like finding yourself landing in South Africa without even have any knowledge of where I'm going, you know. It's like maybe going to a different state. You have to know where you're gonna stay. You know, you have to know the kind of people that you might meet. You know, even though at some point some other things may surprise you, you know, like, but it's not something which is very big. Just like, okay,
it might be something that you were not aware of.
Yeah. Just like, okay, let me give you an example of an Uber app. You know, the Uber app that we're using over here and the Uber app, the platform is not the same that they have at home. You know. Okay, let's look at something. Back at home, they accept cash payments.
They do. Yes.
In America, they don't do that. It's something very simple in which people don't really.
You know what I did when I get here?
Yeah.
This is my second time in America. When I get to the airport, I exchange my rands to dollars with an aim that when I get here, I'll be able to just pay for an Uber with cash, call Uber Eats to come through to my apartment and pay. Man, it was so difficult. I had to go around and look for the bank to deposit back the money so that I can do things electronically.
So like, it's one of the things that we don't really, you know, like, kind of like,
In other words, you're saying things are more digital.
Yeah, everything is digital, you know. Trust me. So that's why I always have this say, cash is king in America.
Yeah.
If you are in the program, and you want to save money, the moment you get paid, buy your grocery, withdraw your money. You won't spend it. Trust me. It's a crazy advice, but it's a good advice.
Man, I still have cash there. I think I kept that cash for the past 4 months now.
Trust me.
Like, it's there sitting, doing nothing. Everything is digital.
You are a foreigner in America, you want to save money. Cash is king.
Withdraw your money.
Cash, withdraw your money.
Yeah.
And especially in an area where we're staying, like, it's a bit distant from like the shopping centers and everything, you know.
And it costs Uber to go there.
Exactly. So if you find yourself in a position where you have enough food, for the whole month or until you get paid, do yourself a favor. Withdraw that money. Put it somewhere and say, cash is king.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
trust me.
Yeah.
Cash is king over here.
So now, you know, like, I think I'll have to withdraw. Because I think I'll have to withdraw, bro.
Cash is king. Cash.
Because, man, trust me when I say to you, I have plus minus $100 and something. That is there. But when I have that money, I consider myself broke. You know why? It's because there is no way I can use the money.
Exactly.
You understand? I only use the money that is in my bank account. So I think I'll have to. No, I think the H2Bs that are watching right now, you know what to do. Next paycheck, please withdraw your cash, buy your groceries, leave only money for Uber.
Yeah.
The rest of the money, withdraw it and put it under the mattress.
Cash is king. It's a good advice.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good cash is king.
Yeah, cash is king.
is king.
All right. So going forward, Martin, as an H2B, what can you advise the other H2B? The other H2Bs, I mean. What is there that you can advise them with? Like, you know, life in general in America, savings, going back home, becoming a better person, and all. What can you say to them? Because now I know we have a lot of them watching, and some of them, somehow, they are still confused. They don't know what to do with their money. So what can you say to them? What advice that you can give to say, guys, at the end of the day, we are not coming from the same family background. We are coming from different family backgrounds. Do not forget yourself. Do not lose yourself. This is what you can do so that when you get back home, you become a better person.
Okay, so for me, like, I will never say, like, I'm a good advisor, you know.
Yes,
like,
yes.
I don't love advising people, you know. Because, like, it's like this. You know, when people are given the freedom to choose, they always choose wrong. You know, they always choose wrong.
Okay.
You know.
Interesting.
So, I wouldn't advise anyone on life in general because, like, for me, I believe, like, life has no instructions. You know, that's how it is. Even though we have a Bible that kind of guides us, but, like, it's not what most of people believe in. Some other people believe, like, in it. Some other don't believe in it. You know, so, like, it's kind of something different. But, like, I will give you a financial advice. You know.
Yeah, please do that, man. Because we are here. Okay, I'm here for money.
Yeah.
And experience, of course. And I know that there's a lot of us, we are here for money and experience. Money is the key.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
You know, so, like, remember, cash is king. Take it. Take the advice.
Yeah.
Use it. So, okay, as you said something like that kind of triggered my idea. You know that okay, we don't come from different family backgrounds. Okay. As for me, I do have people that I do support financially. You know, I also have people that I do support, like with giving them advices and everything, just being there for them. You know, like those kind of things. So, one thing for me that I always do, you know, I'm helping like certain people.
Yeah.
You know, like most of them are like through finances and everything. You know, so like with whatever you're doing or whatever you're earning, just try to help people as much as you can. You know, just try to help as much as you can. You know, there's a saying, you know, it says that the heart that gives, it gathers. You know, it's like a quote. It's very simple.
Yeah.
But if you look into it, you realize that it has a lot of meaning. Like the heart that gathers, it gives. You know, no, the heart that gives, it gathers. Actually, you know, it's the other way around. So the heart that gives, it gathers. You know. So
But it
the more
depends.
you give,
It depends what you give in sometimes. You don't just give.
you don't just give.
Yes.
That's true. You have to obviously know what's the purpose of it.
Yes, yes.
But whatever you're giving, you're gonna get more out of it.
Yes.
You're gonna get more out of it. You know. So like it's how it is. You know. Each and everyone, they know their responsibilities. If you came into the H2B program and you have parents that are not working, you have sisters that are not working,
Help them.
you know, help them, you know, do the right thing. We're not saying go and give them the whole paycheck, but do what's right. You know, empower people, you know, connect them as much as you can, you know, with the right people, with the right opportunities, get them to the right places,
Yes.
you know. Try to do something so that they can earn themselves a bit. So, That's all I can
beautiful,
say.
man. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Giving. So, you know, I believe that when you give, don't give in a manner that you want to. Okay, like if I decide to help you, Martin, I must not expect you as Martin to come and help me in return, because now that is not giving. You understand? That's borrowing, or maybe I don't know how can I put it. It's like I'm helping you, but I'm expecting you to give back in return. Do you
It's like a
understand?
transaction.
Do you understand? Yes. So I normally say when you hug or when you give, just give without expecting something in return. God is already watching. And God is there. He knows exactly what you do. Because that's when people start to become jealous, people to become like haters and all the stuff. Because of Nyambona Martin, ngamsiza, use-America khona manje, akasayingeni indaba yami. Do you consider that giving? You understand? So when you give, nikeza ngenhliziyo ekhululekile, so that uNkulunkulu azokwazi ukubusisa naye ngendlela efanele. So Martin, what motivates you in life? Because now I can see we are 5 minutes to go. What motivates you in life? What is that is making Martin happy each and every day when you wake up? What is that you promise yourself, and then you know exactly it's gonna happen?
So for me, like things that motivate me, like it's to be able to find myself in a position to empower other people.
Yeah.
You know, show people what they don't have, what they're lacking. You know, give them that opportunity. You know, there are so many people in life that what I've seen they've never seen. What I experienced they've never experienced. What I talk about is something that they only hear but they've never seen. You know, so like I want to put myself in a position where I'll be able to give to people.
Yes.
Give those people the knowledge. You know, they're just like, okay, finding yourself like maybe like you're coming from a village, like you don't even have a good, you know, soccer ground. You know, if you can be able to supply them, give them that opportunity. There are some other people that in life they are going to be soccer stars out of what you just given. If they never seen a tennis court before, because trust me, I am certain that there are certain people that have never seen tennis court before. You know, like
They only see it on TV.
build a tennis court for them. You know, it keeps them busy. You know, it entertains them. It shows them what other people are doing out there. It gives them an opportunity to be able to earn a living. Because remember, whatever that people are playing, any sport, there are some other people that are earning a living from it.
Yes, yes.
So like what motivates me the most is finding myself in a position where at least some other day I'll be able to help other people.
It's beautiful. I like it. You should become a pastor. Ungawacabanga ukuba mfundisi lo. Or no, phela ukusiza mfethu yabona ever since we started talking, your motivation is about helping. Your motivation is about helping. Throughout our conversation, your motivation is about helping. It's about giving.
because you know, because as for me, you know, like I tend to believe this. Like I've had my fair share of like having fun. Not that I don't have fun, but it's at a minimum pace.
Yeah.
You know, like for me, when I was still in university, I used to party.
Yeah.
I used to go back like home, like on Friday. Go back to the house on Sunday morning to pick up my bag and then go back to Joburg.
Yes, yes.
My parents were used to that system. And I used to tell them in advance, I'm gonna come back. You know, I remember this other time, you know, like because my dad like was staying in 4 Ways, so like I used to have this other cousin of mine. He used to take.
Your father was staying in 4 Ways.
Yeah, my dad is always.
Yeah, well, who are you? I think.
My dad is always staying in 4 Ways, like since 88.
Oh, he was working there.
Yeah. No, he was not working in 4 Ways. He was staying in 4 Ways. You know. So like he used to work like in different places. He used to work in Highfeld or Nedbank. Not like as a Nedbank like employee, but he was working in that same building in Center.
Okay.
So like most of the people.
Yeah, you try by all means to protect your information. But you are okay, my brother.
No, it's
You're
not.
okay.
It's not.
No, it's fine.
Serious.
It's fine. It's
So,
fine.
like-
he was just working in that
Yeah.
building.
So like the thing is that so like this cousin of mine, he was a taxi driver. Like he used to drive every Friday. He used to go home. You know, like so. Remember, like next to 4 Ways, you know, like that's where N1 passes. So my dad once told me that, look, actually, since you started staying with me, I actually have a budget for you that you're going to be going home every 2 weeks. Because I will make sure that on each and every Friday, like when he goes to work, he drops me by the bridge where my cousin passes and he will pick me up and we'll go home. Like from Friday, some other times I used to sleep at home like only on Friday. Then Saturday, I would go out and then come back Sunday morning. And then I would take a taxi to go back to Jordan when I was moving. Having fun. I've had my fair share of fun.
Yeah.
But at some other time, I realized, okay, at this point, I realized that time is moving at a high pace.
Yeah.
There are so many things that need to be taken care of.
Yes, you cannot just keep on doing things that are not benefiting you.
Yeah, and the more you grow, your mind kind of triggers you that, I have to make sure in whatever I do that safety is involved. And you look at most of the stuff that we do, they don't put us in a safe space. Not that everywhere is safe, you can just be sitting inside your house and then an earthquake comes and then the building falls.
Yeah,
but at least some other stuff when they happen when you're at your own space, you get that comfort that at least he died. How people are.
Yeah.
He was doing this, he was doing that. So, yeah.
Okay, man. That's beautiful, Martin, and thank you so much for pulling through once again, my brother. I know Mutim and I, we've been talking about this thing, whether you should come through and all this stuff. So I'm so happy today that you are able to take your off day and spend with me. I'm looking forward to be with you. Remember that we still have to speak about business. Today we are just speaking about HTV program, but I still need you to come back so that we can speak about business. Maybe that one is going to be on season 2 when we come back. No, but I'm going with you. I'm not right. I'm going with you.
No. We're not going to the same place.
You're not going to the same place. Man,
I'm going back. I'm going back home, guys.
I'll expose you. I'll expose you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for pulling through, Martin. Okay, guys, that was Martin all the way from South Africa. We had a very nice chat. Thank you so much for following us. Thank you so much for supporting us. I can see I'm a subscriber again. Let them come. The aim is to grow bigger. The aim is to be there every day, and the aim is to give you the information that you need. We still have a lot of guests coming through who are willing to talk about their stories, who are willing to talk about the experience of their program, who are willing to speak about finances and all the stuff. So please stay in tune. If you get an opportunity to subscribe, please do so. Like and share to your friends so that we can grow as much as possible. I'm out.
Spit to King Nathi. Oh yeah. Spit to King Nathi, yeah. Yeah. Spit to King Nathi, yeah. Oh yeah. Spit to King Nathi.